is Franklin Castro, and I'll be talking to you about MRO operations. Maintenance, repair, overhaul in aviation is the repair, service, or inspection of an aircraft or aircraft components. It is essentially all of the maintenance activities that take place to ensure safety and airworthiness of all aircrafts by international standards. Maintenance and repair organization's efficient structure will vary according to the size and type of the airline and management philosophy of the airline. The MRO structure must allow the airline to meet its strategic goals and objectives. Maintenance of aircraft usually categorized into product types such as airframe, engine and components, and also it includes timing and purpose of work. Also, then it results into 4 categories: routine scheduled maintenance, non-routine maintenance, refurbishments, modifications, and conversions. Going into a little bit of routine scheduled maintenance, usually it includes airframe and engine checks. The most elementary is visual inspection of the aircraft before flight, walk-arounds, to ensure there are no leaks, missing rivets, or cracks. Some types of checks and grades are overnight, A check, B check, C check, D check. Usually when they do it overnight, the mechanics operate 1 to 1.5 hours inspection, and usually at the end of the working day, to ensure the plane is operating in accordance to OEM's minimum list. An example, installation of telephones and other devices. Going on with routine, an A check is usually done after 125 flight hours. It includes an amplified pre-flight visual inspection of planes, power plants, avionics, and accessories. A B check is usually done approximately after 175 hours. It includes an open inspection for preventative maintenance. Exterior wash engine oil. Oils filters are removed and checked. Parts are lubricated and carefully examined. A C check can be carried out approximately for every 3,000 flight hours. It includes both A check and B checks. Components are repaired, flight controls are calibrated, major internal mechanisms are tested. Other tests include minor structural inspections, compressor washes, aircraft appearance maintenance, and post-check flight tests. A D check is the most intensive, and it's approximately every 20,000 flight hours. It would include cabin interiors, including seats, galleys, lavatories, cockpit, furnishings, headliners, and sidewalls. They're all removed to enable careful structural inspections. Flight controls are examined and the fuel system is probed for leaks and cracks. The aircraft is also stripped to its shell and rebuilt to return to its original conditions. Moving on to engine maintenance, pretty much the pictures are self-explanatory. For the most part, some MROs do have capabilities for engines, some have to be outsourced. Non-routine maintenance is usually due to overseen events such as accidents. An example for the first engine damage due to bird ingestion or an airframe dented by a catering truck. Also, it might include aging aircrafts. Refurbishments is any way, shape, or form of upgrading, cleaning, or making it fresh again to renovate and upgrade the aircraft. An example, cabin upgrades are exterior painting. Modifications. Any form of small alteration, adjustment, or limitation to fulfill the aircraft's owner. Most modifications are carried out within the interior design, not much on the airframe and engine. For example, installation of karaoke, PlayStation, or any other kind of entertainment in the cabin. Here in the picture, we have what looks like a modification for a cargo door. Some passenger airlines might want to convert it for a cargo, so you have to do a mod on the doors and stuff. Overhaul of airframes. A plan where a series of 7 minor overhauls and 1 major check were conducted on aircraft. The major overhaul was designed to rework the airplane to a like-new condition to fit the bits and pieces back together to the exact state of current manufacturing tolerances. Overhaul of engines and other components. Components are brought in when either operating time condition requires it. TSN or CSN, cycles or times for a specific component. The overhaul returns them to specifications laid down by engineering and manufacturer. When practical, engine changes are made during maintenance checks or airframe overhauls. In-house or outsourcing for MROs. Since the mid-1990s, there has been a consistent, almost unavoidable trend for airlines to outsource their maintenance needs. Today, the state of the maintenance, repair, and overhaul sector in aviation is encouraging some carriers to rethink that decision. A growing number of airlines are looking to build MRO capability and pursue more insourcing. The main drivers behind this strategic about-face include a desire to assure the availability of adequate capacity, and for some, an interest in building out MRO capability as a commercial activity in what is a fast-growing market with adequate capacity. Thank you very much. That was my presentation, and here is a very informal clip in the MRO world today.
It's an industry that transports more than 3 million people a day. It connects cultures and is integral to global commerce. It brings jobs to countless people across the world. However, as important as air travel is, few realize the significance and complexity of aircraft maintenance. Maintenance is the least known or understood part of the aviation industry, but planes can't fly without it.
The modern transport airplane today, it's really a very sophisticated machine. We're dealing with a lot of different technologies that are deployed in the airplane itself, and it's that kind of brings the whole safety, reliability, comfort, and operational performance that we enjoy today as a traveling public.
One thing that many people don't know is that airlines contract much of their maintenance to highly specialized companies that do nothing but maintain, repair, and overhaul aircraft and parts. That's why the aviation maintenance industry is known as MRO. While there are a number of companies that specialize in heavy maintenance, working on the whole aircraft in a big hangar, most work takes place off the aircraft at highly specialized facilities that work on specific parts or components like landing gear, avionics, auxiliary motor units, even seatbelts.
Airlines can't afford to have every single piece of equipment being maintained by themselves. So what they do is go to professional maintenance operations that enable them to get the best maintenance at the best price with reliability and safety of the utmost.
The airline industry, it's two things. It's a complex industry as in a high-tech industry. In order to be able to really supply this industry, you do need specialties. You need specialists in different areas. And in the maintenance side, it means having the best at what they do.
Because highly specialized repair stations get a better return on their investment in training, tools, and technology, they help airlines reduce maintenance costs while ensuring a high level of safety. In fact, there's been a direct correlation between the use of contract maintenance by airlines in recent decades and a dramatic drop in accidents. One of the reasons for the industry's outstanding safety record is that infrastructure exists to make sure repair stations get the job done right.
Aviation is definitely one of the most regulated and looked at, if you will, audited industries, frankly, that I can think of. And you want this. It is because there is so much oversight, so much professionalism, so many skilled, experienced people, from maintainers to pilots to controllers. All of them part of a team that in fact give us the greatest safety record in modal transportation.
The aviation maintenance industry isn't just critical to safety, it's also critical to the economy. There are more than 4,000 FAA certificated maintenance facilities throughout the United States that together employ close to 200,000 people. In fact, there are 4 times more people working for FAA certificated repair stations in the United States than there are mechanics working for airlines. Most of these repair stations are smaller, family-owned companies. This makes maintenance a huge part of the world economy. There are more than 4,700 aircraft repair facilities worldwide, employing roughly 473,000 people.
Small businesses play a huge role in the repair and maintenance and repair and overhaul of aviation worldwide. There's nearly 5,000 businesses that have certificated repair stations, and the majority of those employ less than 50 people. So small business is really at the heart of the industry.
It's advancing quickly. It's grown steadily over the last 50 years. And the need for it and the demand for it is only growing around the world as the middle class grows in other parts of the world. So it's vital from that standpoint.
The global aviation maintenance market is expected to grow 50% over the next decade, from $57.7 billion in 2014 to $86.6 billion in 2024. The growth means opportunities for people looking for an exciting career, not just a job. Repair stations are hungry for workers who want to be a part of a dynamic, growing global industry.
When I was in high school, as a regular high school student, you're always thinking about, what you're going to do next or whatever. But I was always thinking about 5 years from now. Where do I see myself 5 years from now?
This was going to be a temporary job, actually. When I was applying for an university in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for a pilot. And once I saw this, and I found out that this is what I wanted to do, no more doubts in my mind what I wanted to do.
Well, I'm an avionics technician. We run anything that is electronics from the airplane. My job is pretty much removing and replacing components, troubleshooting, finding out, learning the system and running through the whole thing, making sure that the whole system works, that there's no problems.
ARSA is the voice of the global aviation maintenance industry. Trade associations like ARSA provide a voice for the industry, with regulators, lawmakers, media, current and potential members of the workforce, and the flying public.
If the participants in an industry aren't engaged in an association or some other kind of collective advocacy vehicle, there are a number of risks. I mean, number one, obviously, risk bad policy. The fact is that in Washington, D.C., if you're not at the table, you're on the table. And so there's a risk that Congress is going to impose legal mandates that are going to do things that drive up your cost of doing business, eat into your markets, bad regulations that unnecessarily drive up your cost of doing business. I'm reminded of the words of Ben Franklin. We have to hang together or we're surely going to hang apart. And that is very true when it comes to trade associations. The reality is, if you're not an ARSA member, it means that your voice is not part of our advocacy. It means that your perspectives and our policy making isn't taken into account. It also means that you're not getting the benefit of the services that ARSA provides, the things we do to try to help reduce our members' costs of doing business, to help them be more efficient and be more effective competitors in the marketplace.
Thank you very much. I'll be on live for some Q&As.